Big John,
FG, what's up? We rolling?
it's good to be here. I'm excited. Yesterday, I think people should know that we were guests on the Quiet Car podcast that will be coming out, and
Tomorrow morning, 6 a.m.
it was a fun time. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It was definitely a hilarious family reunion. But make sure you guys are check the episode out. They prepare for national, going 100 hours straight. When they land in Chicago, it'll be live on Twitch, YouTube, Kick, everywhere. So if you can't go to the show, but you want to see what's going on, see how the trade nights are, see the show floor, see the vendors, check out Imani, Jerry, and Yabo, Quiet Car Podcast.
And it's going to be, it's IRL, so it's going to be extremely candid. So uh,
Yeah,
I
no
can
edits.
I cannot wait to see what this is like. There have been some content creators who have given like Car Collector 2 and others sneak peeks of the floor that's
Hmm.
already out, but there'll be nothing like Imani Yebo and Jerry's perspective. But tonight we have a new guest to the podcast. Jay Collects is here. He's wanted to come through. He's wanted to share his ideas on what he sees going on in different aspects of sports. So we decided to have him on tonight.
I'm excited.
Jay Collects,
What's up, Effie?
what's going on?
I'm good.
Okay.
How we doing, Junior?
Good.
We'll let people know that Jay Collects headphones are. We're gonna change out to some different headphones next time, so you might hear his voice a little bit muffled, but he's in the house.
Hmm.
So, how was your day today, sir? Was your day good?
Yeah, my day's been good. So
Okay.
so far.
All right. All right. How's it feel being on here? How's it feel right now?
It feels great. I've been looking forward to this all day.
All right. Okay. All right.
I've been looking forward to it too. We got this Tuesday. We know you're here. Rest your insights. Where you want to start? You want to talk about LeBron first, or what you want to talk about?
Probably we should. That just basically like just came out. What do you guys
Okay.
think? I mean, I was not thinking of Philly.
You wasn't thinking that he would go to Philly?
No.
What were you thinking he was going to go?
Golden State or
Oh,
my Cleveland.
I was thinking a little Golden State.
I mean,
And
I was against Golden State.
Big John was. So now Jay Collects knows that I was. When we got closer to him saying, I started saying here, like I really hope that's not gonna be right. What does it do to legacies? And then I started thinking I wasn't really concerned about LeBron's legacy. I started thinking about Steph's legacy. What does this do? And I'm actually happy that it didn't happen.
Yeah, he now gets to go to play with Jalen Brown, VJ Edgecombe, Tyrese Maxey, uh, Joel Embiid.
Now you know they're not gonna play a lot of games together, right?
Yeah.
They're not.
Like Kyrie, Katie, and James Harden on the same team.
Hmm.
It's almost like the same thing, right?
Yeah.
All this hype, all this talk.
And they also got, what's his name? Came for the Boston Celtics.
Jalen
Uh,
Brown.
no, the guard that came from Portland.
Drew
What is,
Holiday.
what's his name?
No, Anthony Simons.
Anthony Simons. Yes, yes,
They
he's there.
got that guy to get Tyrese Maxey up out of there. Yeah.
Well, some tells me, and we talked about this a little bit the other day, that I just want to see how often Maxey has the ball in his hand and what is he doing with it.
They didn't
He,
hand the team last year.
he what now?
They didn't hand them the team last year. They handed Joel Embiid the team again. Which,
We,
Exactly.
But if you remember now, Jay, when the season started, Maxey was scoring all those points. That's when Embiid was hurt. But as soon as Embiid came back on the court, he took the back seat.
And you got to think about this. They play two different styles. You were able to play fast with the young boys, and then with Embiid, you got to kind of put a plotting, one shot. Hopefully, you get to go in off the rebound type of game. You can't, flow and run up and down the court, try to get 5 breaks. They go from a 12-second or less offense to a 20-second offense. That's actually less possessions too.
So we got Happy Properties here, Sam. What's up, fam?
Hey, how we doing?
And giving Jay Collect a shout out.
Hello, Happy.
How we doing?
So Jay,
Well,
do you see? People are talking about Philly winning the championship. What do you think about that?
Who knows? I mean, you gotta look at the pattern. He won one with Miami. He won one with Cleveland. He won one with LA. Just based off the pattern, it's more likely he's gonna win one with Philadelphia than not.
is it one likely? Because it's definitely he
Yeah.
won each his second year. He was a lot younger. So if the pattern holds, we're saying that next year when he's 44, he's gonna win a championship.
Because remember this year, Jay, on December 30th, he turns 43.
That is actually, I mean, last time he won the championship, it was 2020. They were in the bubble. Everybody was in their minds. Nobody really counts as a championship. But technically, he won one with Miami and Cleveland, but
Yeah.
really he won one with every team he's been on.
I just don't see him getting 5 this way. But at least he'll be able to have fun, I guess, enjoy himself. It'd be interesting to see how he plays with Jaylen Brown. And it's good. It's probably good for the NBA as far as news.
But you see the schedule. They got half the games on TV prime time.
Yeah,
And you see the LeBron cards out here now. We're talking about a card sold every 3 seconds for 48 hours off of eBay.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. Hey Jay, how did you get so dark over there? Where's your light at? Were you researching something?
What?
Were you researching?
Yeah.
That's funny.
What you researching?
Yeah, what are you looking up?
I tell you, I've been researching LeBron cards.
Dude.
What are you saying?
LeBron fan.
Hmm?
What's that? Say that again?
I am not a LeBron fan.
I ain't gotta be a fan, but I know that we are on retirement countdown.
Oh,
we know
cards. I see that.
people looking for cards.
I'm trying to think the last year I purchased a LeBron card. I want to say it was like 2018. Somewhere around that. 2017, 2018. It was before the championship.
I'm looking in.
And what are you seeing, Big John?
I'm just saying, I personally think there are 3 Martin cards that are worth going after. The Crowning, the Choctaws, and the Kobe Tribute Dunk. I think those are the cards that are worth going out of. Is if you want to go through just what your standard cards in different colors.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not trying to go get like specific inserts like downtowns or stuff like that. I'm just trying to see where that market is at and where it's selling at. I mean, there's no point of going after, especially with PSA. There's no point of going after the 25 and under cards and trying to hold them. But I think there's more room for growth in the 50 and up market. So your silvers, um, your true colors, not your wave, right? That's one thing I've learned, you know, Jay, is that the it's all about the true colors, the silver, the reds, the gold, the blue, the extra stuff, the blue waves, the mini diamonds. You know, there's value to them, but there's not as much liquidity in those cards because what true collectors are looking for are the standard colors.
Very true. Very true.
Um, Galaxy has nothing but the undesired stuff. They have, you know, there's the red, white, and blue, then the red icicles and the purple wave, where there's no true color.
Are you noticing that on eBay, certain cars are not there, really?
Yeah,
I feel like that's been more and more prevalent lately than it was before.
it's not all the good shades on eBay.
TCG Sports Card says, "Are you talking about the 2008 Top Tone basketball set?"
I am that set is out of my price range, so I haven't researched that set yet. But I'm talking like the 2020 Prism, the 2020 last year's Prism Black, you know, the Choctaws. Those are what I'm talking about.
Topps Chrome LeBron James. Let me look this up right quick on eBay. Oh yeah, that's a little pricey.
Hmm.
You remember when this set wasn't even that pricey at all? Especially the card with him and Kobe was very affordable. That's the next PMG set. Okay, okay. I can respect
Okay, and now about it.
2008 OG talk. Jay Collect, you good over there? Audio good?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
All
I
right.
can hear you.
Kobe wanted.
Yeah, these are a bit pricey.
They are priced. Oh, are you looking them up?
Like, like the 2008, 2009 Top from LeBron James and stuff. So I'm seeing on like you see the card that has Cavaliers and little bubbles for each of the
Yes.
letters. That stuff is pretty expensive, like 279, they had 249, times 590.
Big John 2008 rookie year is that? Is that Derrick Rose?
I think so.
I think that's Derrick Rose rookie year. Okay. Also, Big John and Jay, are you all hearing any kind of like feedback, any kind of noise?
A little.
I don't know what is it. Yeah, Rose and Westbrook. Yep.
Is Westbrook gonna get a team this year?
He'll probably slide in just like he did last year. I just want to know what's the hesitation on him.
Somebody don't like it. Because every player somehow they rock on.
Hold on. Jay, your audio.
Nothing wrong with the audio.
It's definitely like
It's a lot. Are you plugging in? You doing anything?
I'm plugged in. I'm not plugging in. I'm just sitting here.
Okay. What that is? Hold on a second.
hello. Yeah, still here with me. It's still going on.
What is that, Big John? We've never
I'm
had.
not- How far are y'all away from each other?
Oh, we're probably 15 feet. 2 different rooms.
Reach yourself real quick.
Hold on.
Jay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So it's not going down. It's going a little bit down when I'm talking. Didn't go at all when Jay talked. It's going when you talk.
I wonder what that is.
I can hear FD as well.
Strange.
So, you know how you guys were talking about how, you know how FD was talking about how he was thinking about LeBron James going to the Warriors?
Mm-hmm.
So, I have a finance here. So, Steph Curry apparently is staying in Golden State and he's not leaving.
No, why would he leave?
He said he's not on the same page with the front office. So everybody started saying, where the heck would he go? But honestly, why would you stay on the same team when they're hot garbage? Like, you see that?
Because when you one of the greats, you can actually, you can
I still don't know why he did that.
because you want to go, you can be the one to bring him back. You set the talent. It's home.
I mean, I can see why they want him, but why the heck does he want to stay here?
This is bananas.
Do you see this picture, Dad?
Yeah, I see it. I have it up. Did you pull
Damn.
that?
Yeah, I pulled that from Facebook.
But you knew Curry wasn't going in. I mean, you felt strongly that Curry wasn't going anywhere, right?
I actually thought he was going to leave. It was the best. He probably would have been better than staying there. You're kind of ruining your chances of winning another championship.
As soon as I heard that he was possibly going to San Antonio, saying
Like, this is make believe.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna.
Listen, when Kerr signed back, you knew Draymond and Curry would be back. Now, when they leave, it's going to be how the season goes. We'll see if Jackson can come in and be as good as under Iguodala. We'll see if anybody else improves.
hey, just a sound check. Can you all hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
I can
Does
hear.
it sound
It's gonna be the best it's gonna be tonight.
But what was your point, Big John? What did you just say?
When Kirk got re-signed, you knew they both were coming back.
Yeah,
Curry and Draymond.
yeah,
We gonna run this out. I
I
got a
got you.
question for you, FD.
What you got?
Looking at a optic shop rated rookie Shea Gillis Alexander rookie for on eBay for $30 cheaper than anything out there. And I can't for the life of me find anything wrong with the card.
Hold up. Who's the player?
Say,
You can't share. You can't share the card, can you?
no, I want to computer. But
Hold
you just
on.
I'll send it to you
What?
out there.
eBay?
eBay.
And what's the card again?
Rookie optic shop. And I don't know what it seems too good to be true, but I really want to bend this
Hold up. And you said it's Optic. What's the last name on it?
shop.
Shock?
Yeah, Dallas optic shop.
All right. Hold on one second. This look right?
Mhm. Yeah, that first one was at $60.
You say you don't know. What's the comp on this card?
90.
And
It seems
the description says nothing.
nothing.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know why it's so low. I mean, some of these edges look a little like if you look at the back of the card, the left edge, the left corner, I mean, I don't know if that's rounded or what.
Top left.
Bottom left.
And what's the PS? Can you check see what the PSA 9 go for? Sold.
Yeah. Let me. Yep. On that.
Because there's some PSA 9s on sale on Column C for 250. I like Jay. I like Shay. It's one of the people I'm looking to collect cards of. So this is always. I just see a deal that sounds look too good to be true.
Well, you know how I feel about them. And they're asking me to sign in too.
That's what it's actually. When I couldn't sign it, I'm like, I don't know myself.
What is this? I don't know the last time I've been asked that question. Oh my goodness, Big John. What is going on tonight?
I have no idea. This one. That optic does not have a high. It's a 1,178 PSA 10, 30% gem rate. Uh, can you hear me? Can you hear me now? I cannot hear you now.
I can hear you because we're in basically the same room.
Okay, 'cause I can't hear LD.
I can hear Big John, I just can't hear you. Can you hear me?
No, not at all.
You can't hear me?
I can hear you, Jay. I can't hear FD.
What
Okay.
about now? Anything
Now we
now?
got you.
Okay.
Yes, now.
I connected my sound through my phone, and when I went to
Mhm.
eBay, it took down my. So I took my sound off my computer,
Okay.
So
and
can
that's
you,
what kind of cleared up. What's up?
can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, yes. I can hear you. Yeah, we're all here. That's why the sound got a little bit better because I took it through my phone. Jay, we gotta do some troubleshooting on what's up with this sound and why we're getting this feedback, but we'll do
The
that.
feedback's on.
Yeah. Y'all ain't going to the national? No, none of us are going to the national.
No, we're not.
Jay, you've been there before. What did you think of the national when you went? Jay,
Yeah, I have been to the national.
what did you think of it when you went?
Big. Very big.
It is very, very big.
Was it overwhelming for you with all the people?
Huh?
I said, was it overwhelming for you with all the people?
There were a lot of people.
And back then, there were so many people that after a little bit of time, you were like, I need to step outside. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
The national can definitely overstimulate and it's be a lot going on at the same time. You can be sitting at a table looking at cards and have corporate booths over here with lights going off and all different types of things going on. Easily can happen. Zerny, what's up? What's going on? Good
Hello,
to have you.
always. What is up?
What'd you say, Jay?
Hello, Zenny Holloway. What is up?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm I'm excited for the national in the sense that I see some good content coming out of it, see some good things. But
Yeah, it should be.
ultimately, how much how much of it is gonna move the market? Gonna move
Well,
what you put out.
it's interesting you say that because Pancake Analytics put out some data that the hobby is getting so big basically that the comps from the market, excuse me, the comps from the national don't turn the dial like it used to.
I've seen that, and I kind of agree with them. But I would take it to a further. Your comps from any show don't move the market because they're not recorded anywhere, right? We are now getting our comps directly off of eBay. right? We're not really looking at, you get no comps from eBay Live, basically. You get no comps from whatnot. You can, so you can, outside of eBay, you want to get comps from Fanatics, Golden, Pristine, but most cards are going to sell on eBay, especially under $15,000,
Yeah.
right? So you're getting a
You have
lot
these
of cards,
for crazy amounts.
right? You're not getting $100,000 cards sold on eBay for real, but you're getting a
No.
lot of dollar to whatever cards. So
Is value of the card market starting to level? What does that mean, Zerny? Like, break that down to me. What does that mean?
I take it from if I'll put it to you like in Pokemon. From what I see in Pokemon, the only way prices really rise is a group of people trying to manipulate it to get a card up. Once the floor is set, unless there's a reprint or out of print situation, you don't see cards really rising a lot from the inception, right? You see cards get sold, go high, they come out, then dip once, demand dries up and supply overwhelms.
I'm back.
But if somebody says, "Hey, I'm going to go. I'm trying to buy all the Pikachu's on the market of this set," then there's a buyout.
So you see that's how Pokemon is going?
That's how
JJ, you doing something out there? Hold on. You're doing something out there. Well, okay, just run a quick test. When I take you off, I hear no feedback.
right. No feedback.
No feedback.
Wait.
Hey, everything starts at a particular place. When G and I first started doing content, sound was woo. We walked into a couple of shows. When we look back at the video, it was rough. So it's all good. Start someplace. So Big John, are you saying that if I want a certain type of Pokemon, I'm probably bidding that up?
Yeah.
I
If
can
you
see
look,
that.
you look at sports, and in sports it's all hype. Hype. Cards are going up by player and hype, not even team hype. You see, LeBron went to Philly. LeBron cards went up and got sold quickly, but you don't see Terry Maxey cards going up. You don't see Joel Embiid cards going up rapidly, or that many sales of them. You don't see that many sales of Jalen Brown. Even
And what
though,
Jalen Brunson?
yeah, Jalen Brunson was sold during the finals. You got that finals bump when they won, but after they won, there was no more hype. They did it. They achieved what we all thought they couldn't achieve. Wimby cards went down after. But you see that in sports, it's whatever the hype, right?
Yes.
If for some reason if Steph Curry was going to, let's say Steph Curry got traded for Jamal Murray and went to Denver, just fancy. Jokic and Steph Curry cards would immediately jump because of the hype that, oh, he can get another championship. But the same wise, if who else is it? You didn't see a jump in Morant cards when he went from Memphis to Portland. Doesn't happen with Dame cards. There's no hype. There's no expectation, so there's no hype. So you have an instance, and and I mentioned this when we were on the podcast where like football with Josh Allen. There's no hype. You know how good he is and how what good he can be. He winning an MVP contest in a race won't make his cards go up. Only thing he can do is get to the Super Bowl. But when you add a receiver the caliber of DJ Moore to be in a system that features a number one receiver. Right? They don't do a receiver. They don't do receiver by committee in that system. You have a number one receiver, and then everybody else. If you open, I'll get you to you. If he covered, I'll get you the ball. Right? So to me, you have an opportunity in DJ Moore because he's going to get numbers and he's going to perform, and a team that currently is fighting to get to the Super Bowl that's going to be hyped. So that's my thinking about okay, what I see. Well, the landscape. Nobody's talking about Josh Allen right now. His cars are down a little bit. We're talking, 6 months. What could that be in 6 months? It could be a big win or a slight loss. But it's not going to go. If a Josh Allen rookie is $100, unless he gets injured, it's not going down to 50, maybe 80, maybe 70. So you get a slight loss, but you won't get a big loss. We're talking about that same card going from 100, 150, 200. We're pushing, we're pushing for the Super Bowl. You know, can't hear you now, Steve.
Can you hear me now? How many more years of not winning can Josh Allen and Luka Doncic get away with? When I say get away with, meaning that the hobby is not like, well, next year they're going, you know.
Listen, for some reason, the hobby is not ready to give up on them.
But
That's right.
at some point, it has to.
You would think, but the hobby's not ready to give up on Trevor Lawrence and Justin Herbert.
You're right.
But if you look at somebody like the Jalen Hurts, the hobby never got even on board on.
Never. Shador Sanders.
I think if he starts and they have any success, the hobby's going to jump to Shador.
You think so?
Yeah. The question is, will he get a chance to start to play with the politics that's in that organization?
Well, you saw Jerry Judy hold up 4 fingers, right? When they asked
Mm-hmm.
him who his starters. But then he said, Junior, you're doing something. Something.
Junior, how many passes do you think Jerry Judy would drop this year, no matter who his quarterback is?
1 per game. What you think?
I think Cooper game.
Jay, you know Jerry Judy. You know Judy? He plays with Cleveland. He came from Denver. He thinks he's the man, but he's not really the man. He's gonna look him up. Right? Oh boy. A big card is going to be a big card. Hall of Famers and proven players with demand money over hype. Yeah.
Yeah, a big card's going to be a big card. I 100% agree with that. Like this one-on-one dual auto show your Tani, Kanji and English. It's going to be a big card. The sports card market could dip 30, 40, 50% in the next month. And that card is still going to be a few $1 million card.
Let me tell you one of my biggest misses. We all have
Mm-hmm.
the Otani kanji, the well-known kanji card.
Yeah.
Was for sale on eBay. His third year. I'm gonna say his third year, 15 grand. I said, nah, that's got to come down. I probably wait on that. Jay, what are you saying? Yes, I can hear you, but Big John, can you hear him? Yeah,
I hear
Big
him.
John, Big John can't hear you. There you go.
There you go.
Now that
There we go.
You guys were talking about Jerry Judy.
Yes,
Yes.
Ray.
No rushing.
Junior,
17
MV.
receiving touchdowns in a 6-year career.
Junior, your sound right now is out of space.
Can we try again next week with Junior? Can we
Yeah.
check the time, brother?
Junior, why don't we come back with you next week? We get your audio right. We run some tests.
Okay.
You cool with
All
that?
right.
Went on for like 41 minutes. So,
Yes. It's a record-breaking time, 41. All right. So we're gonna let you go. Big John, say goodbye to the junior man.
All
And
right,
we're gonna
Junior.
bring you back in the future. Okay?
and just for the matter, I agree with Big John.
I thought you my dad.
Touchdowns last year, just by the stats,
True.
probably carry over.
Hey, Jay, can you grab mom? Tell her hello.
Yeah.
All right. See you later, sir.
Bye.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Hold on. Let me see if I can get off of this now and get back on my laptop and see what's going on.
I'm gonna grab a water real quick.
Ooh.
I mean, we all have those stories, right?
You all
It
have what?
sucks. We all have that story. It only really sucks and can become regret when you have the money to purchase a car and you don't do it. There's so many analysis, paralysis situations where you overthink or underthink a situation. You talk yourself into buying the wrong card.
But let's think about it though. At the time though, what kanji, what other language autograph was significant? Like that wasn't something that was like now
What
what
did you
is it?
talk?
That's a $600,000 card?
Yeah,
$700,000 card.
it wasn't even heard of.
Yeah.
And
So
traditionally, Japan and Asia really is more of a basketball card market than a baseball card market.
mhm.
So again, but he also played for the Angels, who never
Exactly. Like
playoffs.
what is he gonna win? He might be the bomb, might be Trout 2.0, but what is he gonna win?
So you can't. There's no fault in that blind. You had, the logic at the time. Nobody had to get the conviction to not only buy but hold Otani when he was on the Angels, right before he started winning MVPs.
That's why you just never know what a card market is gonna do.
But that's
What
also
where
why his 2023, 24, 25 base Bowman Chromes and base top Chrome you can grade and get them 6 to 10 and sell for $200-300 because you can't go back to 2018 and get the base cards, get the Chrome, get the color Chrome. It was his rookie and his first Bowman, and you can't go out and buy them for you know what is the down payment on the house basically, a couple $1,000. $10,000-15,000 for some of these true color Bowmans for his rookie year. I think with his base pitching rookie from Top Days, the $200 card, right? In the PSA 10, it's like 200, 250.
Mhm.
You can go get those, but we seeing it, those are plentiful, so that market is kind of capped.
Hmm.
You're not going to go, and the reality of something significant happening to where his rookie pitching, his rookie batting, that is a from Top Update. I think it's Top Update. There's not much to suggest. That's that my Yamamoto. I'm trying to find it. There's not much to suggest that that card that has any upside from a future standpoint where you can hold it and 5 years it doubles. So a lot of his modern stuff not is is way more valuable and way more of a thing to do to grade. So his so I was wrong. So $1,000 for his update pictures basically. Between 800 and 1,000.
And what year is it?
Uh-huh. I think what they sell for 2018 top update. So lowest I see for sale for his pitching is $525 right now. Oh, that's a different one. 525. Let's go to Carolina.
Just think right now, people at the National trying to make a deal.
Mm-hmm. And you're probably at the National buying a card 100% because it's priced
Hmm.
120%.
Hmm. I can't wait to hear these price stories.
And if I'm priced 95 to 100% of comp, I'm not going. I don't see a world where you're gonna come try to someone's gonna sell a card at 80% of comp at the National.
No,
No matter what the deal is into it for, that
yeah,
makes
you're
no
gonna have
sense.
to pay to play in the next couple of days, unless you already set up a deal, you're picking a card up, things like that, which people don't talk about. There's a lot of that that's going
Yeah.
on. Cerny said collects a trip. That's funny. We'll get it sound right. Something's going on.
So 516 is the PSA estimate for the pitching Otani. Um, it's sold between 450 and 516 in the last couple sales in the PSA 10, but it's 17,000 pounds.
I was thinking the other day that players like Otani has made several people millionaires.
Yeah, the people who had conviction, who could hold,
What if they three-peat? It's gonna be wild, man.
they might repeat.
It's gonna be wild.
Nobody's talking about, this year Jordan Alvarez may be the AL MVP.
He may, yeah, true.
Let's see if that.
Does Otani pitch in the playoffs?
Yeah,
That's what I think is gonna happen.
I mean, but look at how much money you have to put into a time that one card, right? The pitching card. if you wanted to go raw to grade. You're gonna buy it for 130 on average. Grade it for $80.
Mhm.
So you do $200 in the car for a chance to get for chance to sell for 500 and 15%. So what is that? 50. So like maybe about $75. So 425. You gotta on a one-off chance you got a $200 win in 6 months off that card. But it grades um little less than 50% of PSA 10 because there's looks to be 30,000 copies and a 17,000 graded.
Yep.
So I mean, so realistically, to break even, you got to buy 10. So you got to spend $1,500, right? And then if you don't have an eye, $1,500, and to all in, yeah, all in with grading, probably around $1,500, and you need at least four of those to come back in to be profitable. Because the nines are $200 basically, between 150 and $20. So if you're a collector, just buy the nine.
I'm telling you, man. I'm a firm believer. We've talked about this for a while, especially with the legs being taken out of uh, lower levels. I think nines are going to become more and more important of significant players' cards.
Or even better yet, buy the SEC 10 because that's $300. CGC 10 is $300. Beckett 9.5 is $350.
So, last night I heard that it was, I think it was Jerry who said it's just not worth submitting to Beckett.
Mhm. Not with knocking them or knocking them all the grades, the upside. There's not enough actual upside for the risk. You just look at that same card, a 9.5 sells for $300. So if I've got to spend $1,500 to grade it to buy enough grade to come up even, I need uh 695,
So
and
what's the
that's in full season.
alternative of submitting to PSI?
It's, we cover this so much. The alternative is to CGC is to people to pay closer to the PSA 10 price for PSA 10 in other cards in other companies. That's the alternative.
So are you saying that you go to shows and you see CGC slabs?
Yeah.
I'm not seeing the
Last,
big. I'm not
last
really.
show I set up. Last show I set up about Roman Reigns CGC 9 for $30. That was numbered because I like the card and I like the wrestler.
I'm not. I'm
And
just not seeing
well,
CGC like that. Maybe it's regional.
it can't be read. Well, this was one table who and the guy is a group submitter for CGC. He submits all his wrestling CGC. He had nothing with CGC. Like both the bulk of his cards was CGC. But also, here's my
Hold on. Let me. So according to PSA, their submission backlog increased because of the quote unquote higher service tiers. Do you guys think people are submitting cards not worth grading for 79.9? Yeah, I do.
yeah
Yeah.
there because there are still $3 Pokemon cards at a PSA 10 selling for $300 to $500. it's worth the risk because $80 gives me a $200 profit in a PSA 10. And if somebody who thinks they have a really good eye for cards,
I don't see that, bro. I don't see that. I feel like people are grading with CGC for their personal collection. I just don't see them.
it's a great spot.
But they're number 2. I mean, they're pumping out cards. I just don't. Where are the cards?
So give me a player to look up.
Yeah, Aaron Judge.
So if I'm not going to national, I can tell you exactly what I'm looking for this week. If I'm not going to the national and I sell a van and I'm looking for some arbitrage, I will be looking at Fanatics Collective Sunday. I think you're gonna have a lot less buyers. A lot of people all spent their cash at the national. A lot of people traveling back home from the national.
Great strategy. Yep.
I will be looking. I will be looking to find the deals on Fanatics Collect this week. I'm not going. I want to spend some money on cards. I'll be going through and trying to find the deal. Good. She needs the ball every night.
But Hero, can anybody ball every 3 weeks? Let's look at some stats. Right now, she has 25 points on 7 of 11, 3 of 5 from the 3, +8, plus minus. Everybody should ball like, right? When did she have 45? Wasn't that like 2.5 weeks ago?
Yeah, before the All-Star break. 2 games for the All-Star break.
Come on, folks. That's what you do in like your 15th year. That's a vet's ball. So I asked you earlier about Luca and who was the other player? Oh, Josh Allen. Has the ship sold on Caitlin Clark? Is that all that over? Attendance is up. We had the highest, WNBA had the highest attendance over the men's All-Star game, and they made records in the first half of the season of highest attendance ever. Isn't all this hyperbole? Isn't it over?
So no, the hyperbole isn't over because she has a concentrate she has a concentrate fan base who don't watch or know. They just like to talk.
So
And
by
people
definition, then it's over there, right? Because
no,
everything
because but yes, they don't care. They're wrong. They're
they
loud.
cannot care, but reality out here cares.
Yeah, but how much of the reality is cutting through the noise and not just looking at the first search on Google, right? How many people? I mean, you. How many people who are okay? That's what does AI say, and AI tells them wrong, and if they're not smart enough to know AI is wrong, they just do what AI says, right?
Mhm.
So it's just like everything in media. It's not about who's correct; it's who's first.
True.
You can apologize and print a retraction later. You need to be the first with a click. So people, regardless of what the truth is, the loud fan base is going to say, Caitlin Clark, she want to change women's basketball. Caitlin Clark getting beat up. Caitlin Clark is this and that. And it doesn't matter what the truth is it doesn't matter the truth is that, hey, the league is caught up to her. Attendance is up everywhere. Viewership's up on all games, not just Indiana Fever games. Matter of fact, they're not even top 3 for viewership or attendance this year. So they're not going to give the rest of the credit because even if she was balling and everybody else was straight butt cheeks, she'd be the best player on the Harlem Globetrotters. Basically, she'd be playing the Nationals. Nobody want to see that either. She's playing. She has games and she plays well, but she has not been consistent throughout the year. She's still not top 40 in shooting and 3 point percentage. That's
Well,
a calling call.
well, this goes further than the year. Like she hasn't been consistent since she became pro.
But can we go to the WNBA clickbait and how Kathy needs to go? Because you put out there that Caitlin, Sabrina, and one more person declined
Oh yeah,
3 point contest.
yeah.
When in actual reality, we know for sure two of the three did not get a real invite. They got, hey, you gonna do this the day before? They didn't get a real invite to do a 3 point contest. So we don't know if Kayla Clark got a real invite or not, and she declined. But we know Sabrina, I didn't get a real invite. The other girl, I can't think of her name, the other woman, that she didn't get a real invite. She went duck and smoke. I didn't get a real invite to do this.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're still from a marketing, using Caitlin Clark's name to get clicks online and create controversy instead of just saying the truth is, hey, we want to let the rookies do it or the other shooters do it. This league is not just about one or two people.
True, absolutely true. Big Bro said you preaching. Yes, dropping
Mhm.
knowledge. Nate said sounds like PSA is winning.
They are winning.
I'm just
I
trying to
don't.
say if number 2 is not visible, PSA is winning.
Yeah, I don't see a world where we go to less than $50 for value. I don't see a world where we as a hobby riot if it's $80 and a year turnaround.
That's
We're
coming.
not gonna riot. We're not gonna riot. We're gonna be like, all right, we're going to adjust and send accordingly.
That's because the resale value of a PSA
Yeah,
slab is dominant. So yeah,
because
people gonna pump their brakes. They'll yell at first, but they'll comply.
yeah, we gonna be angry, but we'll comply. It is what it is. But it's hard. It's the fact that it now takes away from the people without who treat it like a hobby or treat it like or use the hobby to fund their PC because you can't afford to miss on your PSA 10. You can't afford to spend the $80 today and in 3 months get a PSA 8, a PSA 9, and now you're selling it for $25.
Yeah,
Right? You can't afford that. You can't afford that miss on these cards that you are planning to merge with. Make uh a $3 SIR for Pokemon in a PSA 10 is $400. I'm willing to take that risk at 80. But man, if I miss, I really just missed just threw away $85. So, but if I got $85 to take a chance to risk, it's like anybody going to the casino. If you got the money to risk, you're not worried about what you lose. It's the ones who can't lose who are hurt. I can't you can't take more chances. And it goes from the vendors. It goes from for your card shops that are you know barely open and they are trying to make their money in the margins to be profitable. It goes to them too. You're not making money off. You're not a group considering right now because of the price it is. You can't put $5 on 80 to send it for them. You
yeah.
know what I mean? So it's just gonna be tough. It's just gonna be hard.
Dave G said, I think Davion Mitchell is about right now. I think he's going to explode with Giannis there. Thoughts?
I mean, if his offense could get anywhere close to his defense, Davion Mitchell is a player that I like. 'Cause I like his game. I like he plays defense. He's a dog, DAWG, WG. Like he's in your grill. If you saw Lou Dort, Stephon Castle, although was playing really hard in those defense in the finals, you ain't seen nothing until you seen Davion Mitchell guard somebody. He's one of the few players that I've seen keep up with Steph for a full game. I mean, Steph still got almost 30, but like it was a difficult 30.
Well, let's look at some numbers. He shoots 45% from the field. He shoots 35% from the three. He shoots 69% from the free throw line. He's averaging 9.3 last year a game. You know, his Sacramento years pulls his numbers down. He's 7.9 on his career. Yeah, Davion Mitchell could take a step.
Now, when you say he's a buy, are you
I
saying
don't know
that?
if I'll say he's a buy, but go ahead.
Are you saying from a standpoint where you think the hobby's gonna get behind him? And he's a buy to sell.
He would have to go from 9 points a game to probably 18 points a game for the hobby to say, what is this dude doing? So I don't know if he's a buy, but if someone personally likes Davion Mitchell, I understand why. That's what I'm saying.
I would say this: there's no world where I've seen the third best player on a playoff team have any collectability.
Yeah, you're right. Sometimes second best is struggling.
Yeah, yeah. And he's going to be behind Giannis. We know we're going to collect Giannis. He's going to be behind Bam. We know that Bam has a fan base, even though how small it might be. So the question is kind of have what's the upside in putting money into Davion Mitchell. Now, Fuller
Unless,
like that.
unless he's going to be there, but I think the organization might go another road. Unless he's going to be there when they move Bam, if they move Bam. And he would have to show that he's on that level to be the maxi of that team. Got to be on that level.
But you did you look at Maxey? Maxey after his second year when they got Paul George, he stopped being collected, stopped being talked about, stopped being liquid. Right?
You know, I sent you something today on his card, some of his card values since LeBron got there. Still flat, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Moved.
You think about it. Clay was never a hobby card mover, even when they were winning championships.
You got to be that one dog, man. You got to be.
Jalen, the talk was that you know how well Clay played when Cat played in the finals. We weren't talking about getting Cat cards. It was Jalen Brunson. Right? It was Victor and Dylan Harper cards, not really Castle cards. So it's just hard being the third person.
I think she's getting started once the league becomes more professional and she gets that MJ sauce for league rules. CC and the league will take off. Hero ain't happening.
She's not getting the soft. She's not going to be getting the softer rules. The softer rules are going to come for Juju. The
And don't
softer
forget
rules.
about Olivia. Don't forget about Paige. These are people that actually ball.
The softer rules are going to come for AG. Right? Those who the softer rules are going to come from. AZ's already the what? Think her nickname what? Princess AZ for the fans.
But why do we latch on? Why do we latch on like this? Why do we have to make believe? Why do we do this?
Well,
She is
in
showing
general,
you her game. Why do we do
she's
that?
She's not even the best guard on the team. The best guard on the team is Kelsey Mitchell.
No one's talking about Kelsey Mitchell. Talk about. We went to the game. I think Mitchell had 29 or 31 bowling.
Mhm.
Like, why doesn't anybody talk about her? Even the Indiana Fever fans don't talk about her like that. Why are we walking around? Man, she bombed, man. She's shooting 29% from the three. That's worse than league average. I don't get it, man. It's like when we get in our car and we're going 100 miles an hour. If there's a wall coming, I'm still driving 100 miles an hour. Why can't we go another course? Find another player. Know that this is not the player. This player is not legendary. This player is not winning the MVP. This player is most likely not winning a chip. Why can't we just say that? Why do we have to keep with the, oh man, when the rule changed? Oh man, when they stopped fouling? Oh, when they, what? Jordan, the special guest had audio troubles. That guest was here for 40 minutes, blessed us, and then
Mhm.
is going to have to come back when we get the audio right. Smoother says the $3 card, sir, is a stretch jump. No, I think it's.
No, it isn't. No, it is not. Smoothest. Send a message on Instagram. I'll find it. I will tell you.
Hey, Big
There
John doesn't
are.
like bogus
I
comps.
I have. I. Ooh, I tell you. I have been learning Pokemon. There are $3 cards that are not highly graded. They are $500. SARs, EXs. There's some reverse hollow. Um, I will send you some of the Pokemon accounts I follow that give the stuff information out daily. Like there are some low pop things that are cheap. Because they're cheap, people have not seen the value of grading it, and the ones that did grade it, crazy. From the new set, from Ascended Heroes, like it's not to take it, but even bumped up now. That's $15 cards. They go for $200 graded.
I agree. FD 18 points should solidify him. Oh, will solidify him. Yeah, 18. Davion Mitchell becomes another player. They're gonna start talking about him like Jordan Poole.
That's disrespectful. He
You
plays
know,
defense.
have you noticed I've worked in Jordan Poole almost in every conversation?
Yeah, I mean Jordan Poole has taken LaMelo Ball spot.
Yes, yes. I'm going to continue to find ways to say Splash Brother number 3 or Jordan Poole over and over and over again. But it will be in context.
So if y'all don't know, once we figure out if we actually want to have segments or not, I have a graphic for what I call FD. He's not that dude, and this is for every person that FD rags on a weekly basis.
Because there are some dudes and young ladies that's not that dude and that's not that young lady. It's not happening, but we continue to. So I gotta acknowledge Jordan Poole's one. Man, I remember going, and I'm not trying to, hey, people know I purchased James Wiseman. And I remember going to shows, man, and the way people were talking about Poole, man. Putting big dollar amount, big stickers on big stickers. This is before the first Burbank car show. This is going back. I remember being at a show. I mean, we should tell some of these stories. I remember being at a show, and a guy had some LaMelo Ball National Treasures. rookie. And I said, hey, can I, how much the value of that car? $45K. And then I said, hey, can I hold that car? He wouldn't let me hold the car. He wouldn't let me see the car. And Big John, we're in the back of the show, bro. And the show was set up. It's not like I'm gonna get the car and just I'm out of here. Man,
You trying to run off on the plug now.
What's that?
You trying to run off on the plug now.
I got wheels now. But I don't dip and run, but I have wheels. But when you go to me, if you go to enough shows, or even if you go to a show in general, there are stories. It's almost like being in a locker room in a sport. There are stories that come out of that you couldn't even make up. And the way he did 40, let me see if I can reenact 45K. Let me see if I can. Can I reenact this? 45K. This is how he's looking at me, Big John.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. The Pikachu 51 Pokemon Day card is a good example of submitting a card at the regular tier and hoping it gems. You guys think the league is professional? Hold up. You talking about WNBA? How is it not? Yes, I think it's professional. How is it not professional? How could it not be professional? Is there something going on that I don't know about? Big John, is there something happening?
I mean, you look what DJ dropped the bomb about being cheated on with the player's name.
Let me just say this. Can I just say this? Sometimes I read, it's good you brought this up. Sometimes I read body posture.
Mm-hmm.
Like when people are out and together and taking pictures. Let me see if I can pull some up that I've seen several times.
You want to talk about body posture and relationships? I don't know if Paige and Nazy are still in a relationship.
So I gave you my theory, right? Remember I told you my theory?
No, I don't. You gotta remind me.
Okay, I believe I'm trying to find a way. I believe that's a very relaxed situation.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's always been. And I think when they were at UConn, they played along with seriously dating each other. I think it's a very relaxed situation. That's the vibe I get.
Either way it goes, it ain't none of my business. I just found the body language between the two off the court, different.
Like, look at these pictures, though. Look at these pictures. Mm-hmm. This seems like two people in a relationship. I've never got that. I've never. It looked like two friends hanging out, like two. I don't know. So when the news hit, I'm not shocked. I'm not. And who were where's the other picture? Yeah, here we go.
All right, so just to go to smooth this.
What's going on there?
Just give an example to smooth this real quick. What I was talking about with the Pokemon.
Oh, you don't hit them with them facts?
Yeah.
Hit them with the facts.
It says $500 with the Mega Charizard EX from Ascended Heroes. The SIR, not the 4R, not the just 2012 217. $7 raw. 200 sorry, $300 in a PS18. Even at $80, it's worth the risk. That's $100 profit. That's $150 profit after fees. If I got a good eye, if I think I got to bet one of the best odds, or I got a Mr. Minty, or somebody say to if I want to hit it with a Kurt's card carry. So yeah, I think people are still sending in cheap cards. I don't think you're gonna ever get away from that.
No, some people are gonna be stubborn. They don't care. They want that PSA swag.
Then the other one is down to 100. Like
Uh,
there,
uh, uh, you right about it, man. Caitlin fans don't realize you can't create rules to help her have better ball handling skills or help her play better defense. They admittedly don't watch the games and will pay $1K for cards.
exactly, because
But
they're paying for.
why do I hear less people talking about Caitlin cards now?
I mean, You hear less people talking about WNBA cards in general.
No, I hear less people talking about Caitlin Clark cards. When I went to the West Coast Card Show, they didn't
Mhm.
really see them. And I'm looking. I'm walking around looking. I guess people decided to tuck that away for a little bit. All those RPAs, I don't see them. No one watching them before CC, right, Big John? We don't talk about Bill Walton and Jerry West. Bird and Magic blossomed the league.
Listen, I will contend your point, but the continued watching is not because of her, because like was just said, her fans don't actually watch the game.
So is Hero saying in 20 some years of basketball, nobody watched the WNBA?
Not to the extent of being watched out. The boom in WNBA does coincide with her coming to the league. I cannot disagree with that statement. But the
But what about
continue
that tail? What about the tail on that boom?
yeah, but the continue watching is not has nothing to do with her.
Nope.
People finally people finally get to see how good Angel Wilson is. People finally get to see how good Nafisa Collier, Alyssa Thompson, Jonquel Jones is. People are now getting to see the rookies. You got the hype of Paige coming in, the hype of Asia coming in. You remember women's basketball viewership didn't go down, or didn't rise or go down when she was in the league. The Final Four was still heavily watched when she wasn't in there. The championship game was heavily watched when she wasn't in there. Basketball fans are now watching the WNBA.
All I
I've
ask,
watched more. I've watched more WNBA than I've watched baseball since the basketball season ended.
all I'm asking is why is Caitlin's name not in like the top 3-point shooters in the league? But she's known for shooting threes. That's all I'm asking.
hmm
And Caitlin Clark fans don't answer that question.
So again, here I guess I'll ask you: are you a Caitlin Clark fan, or are you a fan of WNBA?
Who, me, myself, and I?
The hero.
Oh, so
'Cause I
I'm
know
a
you're WNBA. I know you've been going to go for years.
I watched the WNBA since the first season.
I have two. I used to watch it with my grandma.
Yeah,
Cooper, Chief Spoon, like
yeah, bro,
I watched
ballers,
all of
bro.
them.
Yeah, ballers, squad. What else we got here?
I also was a sports fan that in the summertime I'm watching Knicks games, I'm watching racing, I'm watching the drone championships, I'm watching them
Yeah,
face
everything, bro.
free tag it. If it was on ESPN and I'm home, I'm probably watching it. 'Cause that's what perpetually until I was like 30. My TV didn't change from ESPN. It never changed channels. I mean, you could ask my wife. She'd go. She. I go to work and I come back home and it's still on ESPN because she watching Netflix or something. Like I actually for a long time only watched ESPN and wrestling. So and that's growing up from a kid. That's what I there's a sport on. If there's nothing else for me to watch and there's a sport on ESPN, I was watching it. And at least I'm gonna be entertained. You know, I'm sure I watched the bowling. I used to watch the minor league hockey as a kid, and it came on at 3 in the morning because I was just up late watching something.
Did Hero answer your question? Hold up, me, myself, and I. Yeah, I'm a CC fan. I mean, you're screaming at. I watched WNBA when Lisa Leslie played, but stopped because it wasn't good. I started again when Kansas started playing, but stopped because it was like watching. So Hero's just on some personal stuff. I mean, that's what we would call it growing up. That's some personal
Man,
stuff,
it's
and it's all
personal.
good. It's all good. But that was Hero. While you were taking breaks that you just named, people were still watching WNBA.
Hmm.
People are still coming to games. And
So
since
I went.
this blip on the graph, people are still going to games. And they're not even going to Indiana Fever games because they can't sell out. Can you explain that? People are going to
I
see Valkyrie and other teams, and they're not going to Indiana. Go ahead, Big John.
I will say this, Hero. I'll give you the point that the boom could start to her coming to the league. I will give you, but that's not the reason why it stayed. Why it stayed. She is not performing at a top tier player level.
And she won't.
She's playing and she's getting. You may say it's bad. It's not professional. She's getting treated like all great basketball players who are a threat got treated. You're gonna get knocked down in the paint. We had the Jordan rules. You see it with Steph Curry getting knocked down. You know, they tried to beat on LeBron. He was a rookie, but he was just bigger than everybody anyway, so it didn't matter. She's got to get bigger. Big Bro says it all the time. Her physical definition has not changed since she was a sophomore in college. So what is she doing in the
Well,
weight room? How is she
yep.
doing? How is she doing something to deal with it? Right? And Big Bro knows more about WNBA, fall and cards. That's what he watches and what he does than I do. But I think the casual fan, not the occasional fan, the casual fan can name more WNBA players today than they could 3 years ago when she first came into the league.
Look at Caitlin in high school. Ain't shit changed. There's absolutely nothing that has changed.
And I don't think, like I said, go look at Angel Reese. Not much has changed with her physically either, but her
Oh,
skill has gotten better. But her
she
skill has gotten better because she's been with Lisa Leslie. She's been playing in Unrivaled in the off season, so she's been getting reps. She missed less layups this year than any other year in her career. The WNBA as a whole has less missed layups. I turned the All Star game off because Dominic Malonga missed 3 straight bunnies at the rim. And I was like, I'm done. Y'all not even trying to play. So I'm not going to continue watching it.
Look at Reese at Maryland. She don't look like that now. They're just players. At the end of the day, in athletics, there are players that peak at different times.
You was the man, homie. What happened to you?
Yeah. Yeah, wankster. Basketball. I remember being a CC hater when she was about to break Pistol Pete's record. That to me, that was just all made up. Like,
Mhm.
okay, we talking about Pistol Pete now. After watching that first Final Four featuring CC, I saw a baller, not a girl playing ball. And then, do you still see a ball? Just let me know, hero. Do you still see a baller? If you do, then I got to personally let you do that. You
I don't
got
have.
go ahead. You got
I
to watch golf before Tiger. I watched golf before Tiger. Yes, I watched
golf,
golf before Tiger.
but Tiger was winning championships.
But you act like Jack didn't exist and Arnold Palmer didn't exist.
Yeah, but when so I call what we're talking about the John Cena effect. And the reason why I call it John Cena effect is because there was a point in time where WWE couldn't draw ratings unless John Cena was on the show. Right? Caitlin Clark no longer has that John Cena effect. No longer has that Tiger Woods effect. Tiger Woods at his height was must see golf. Even if you wasn't a golf fan, if you turn the TV on and Tiger was at the tee, you are watching to see what Tiger does. I Caitlin Clark has every 3 weeks, like you said, games where I'm glad I watched that game. Like I watched the Indiana Connecticut Sun game until it was a clear blowout. Like I'm done watching the game. The Sun are not playing, and they don't want to win. They want to be able to drive Juju or whoever the top pick and take them to Houston next year. So once the game's in blowout, I'm no longer watching this. She had a good game, but her, and everybody else know the Sun is easy W. That's check. That's a W on the schedule. They're not playing Brittany Griner. They're not playing any of the good players long minutes. They are trying. They are tanking, and it is what it is. I want to see her drop 40 on the Aces or on the Lynx on teams that are playing on New York.
None
I
of
don't
this
want
is
to see
it.
it.
None of this
I
is
don't
it.
want to.
None of it.
She's been attacked on defense.
Dude, her foot speed, her left to right movement is just not. That's not what she does. Not what she does. Her crossover is like in slow mo. She's not doing that.
There's nothing wrong with a slow motion crossover.
You all says they literally called Congress to get the girls to stop playing defense. None of those girls have changed. Come on, man. Yeah, they have. There you have.
Paige even has more muscle than she had her rookie year.
Yeah. They because people are actually putting in work. And you see the evolution of their game as well. To be great, she has to write her story and get what comes with the story of getting them bumps and bruises. But she's not going to be great. It's just not.
Hey, Anthony, look,
It's hard for us to say that.
I'm gonna say this, and we can move on to different subjects when we get out.
Mm-hmm.
Agree with Ernie. In order for her to be great, she's got to overcome the bumps and bruises, just like Jordan had to and everybody else, in order to be great. But in order to be truly, truly seen as one of the great, you also have to be an ambassador of the game,
She's not
right?
interested.
say what you want about Candace Parker and her opinions and how they link. She still has always been in the back of the game, right? When Maya Moore is playing, same thing. Okay, Lisa Leslie, Rebecca Lobo, fall, but also big up the game. She has no. I'm not even talking about the political side of it and the racist side of it. Just the game of basketball. In order to be the face of the league, you have to do face of the league shit. And
She's not
not just
interested. Doesn't want that. But this is the prime example tonight, right? Somebody in the chat said, "Man, Caitlin's balling, right? She has 20. She has 32 points, right? Kelsey Mitchell has 28.
mm-hmm.
Anybody talking about that in the chat? And that's where we're at, people.
How much does Aaliyah Boston have?
She has
Probably a
11.
nice double.
She played 11 minutes. I don't know if she's hurt, but she has 11 points, 4 of 7 shooting. I don't know if she left injured or what here.
So Kelsey must have 28. And again,
Next chat, we should talk about how Sophie Cunningham has a signature shoe coming out. She's not a baller.
can we not?
Let's jump on that right quick for like 5. I want to hear Hero 3. Break that shit down for me. All right. I'm telling you, air balls and layups. Okay. Give her a chance, FD. No, I've given people chances. Woman's in her 4th year. Isn't it her 4th year?
I mean, what? Air balls and layups. There's a lot less air ball layups. There's a lot less missed layups, and you still see missed layups in the men's game all the time. Right? You still see corner three air balls.
Oh,
Hey,
we
there
make
was a couple.
in the men's game for 3-point percentages and free throw
Yeah.
percentage. We make
Did
excuses.
Mitchell Robinson have a couple air ball free throws this year?
Okay, it's her 3rd year. What year, big bro? What year will we stop with the excuses?
Okay, his third. So if this is her 3rd year, why are we still talking about her being the greatest?
Why is she shooting poorly?
Why she hasn't done it yet?
Why is her crossover weak? Why is she slow as cold molasses out the freezer? It's her 3rd year. Walk me through. I want anybody in the chat. Tell me, when do we stop making excuses? No, we're making excuses. What's Luka? What year is Luka in? And when is it going to be? Oh yeah, he going to get that done. Is he going to lead this team next year? Because they put LeBron out on the curb. So is Luka going to lead the team? And they have less talent really than they had last year. We can name a lot of players out here. Why is no one talking about Kelsey Mitchell? She balled when this one was hurt last year. That's not a conversation piece.
They won the commissioner. The Indiana Fever are a good team.
Without her.
With well, they have a good team. They have a good coach. Right? Stephanie White is a really good coach.
Just know, whenever I talk about CC, I won't use the word fragile. That won't be me. That may be a word choice that someone else uses. That won't be me.
Well, just know when we talk about CC, we talk about basketball and nothing else.
Yeah, I'm talking about basketball. I don't care what.
We're not like everybody else. We're not going to politicize this. We're not going to politicize this. Race fake this. We're just talking about ball. When she balls, she balls. But she doesn't do it consistently.
It's every 21 business days. This is what we do, though. We decide that a player is a certain player, and we don't want to look a certain way or feel a certain way about it. So we got to run that course. I've had people at shows tell me, I'm a so-and-so fan. I'm always going to have their cards at my table. And then you start going to shows and you start seeing that their cards are not at their table. Then I'll ask, What happened to someone? What happened to LaMelo Ball? This is one candidate. What happened to LaMelo Ball? Why is he not at your table anymore? Oh, I'm just gonna hold that. That's PC now. But he still is. No, he's not. Any predictions on what Minnesota does next year?
Third seed.
Okay. Okay.
I still think they need a true power forward.
Well, you know, teams now have given up on point guards. So in order to make a roster move, yeah, they let Nas Reed walk. And he probably really wasn't a power forward.
No, but I mean, I tell you, I would
Six.
want AD on Minnesota.
You want what?
I would want AD on Minnesota.
But he's not gonna play though, Big John. He just be on the roster, dog. He's not. We gonna grab somebody some Diet Pepsi or something. He not about to play. He's gonna get you 35 strong, and then he's gonna hurt something. So he's gonna hurt something that you have never. You ever see the man trying to go baseline and you break your hand defending him? And that man being Cooper Cup, Cooper Flag, who is not the most physical player in the world. So yeah, he'll be there, but he won't be there. Suffered and KD got the glory. CC has played 1.5 years. So Hero, hold up. Hero is deducting time for injuries. Did you just see that?
Yeah.
He subtracted time for injuries.
Just know that yes, she still had all the access to the training facilities.
This
It's
is
not
how
like
we lie to ourselves. Dude, we will lie to ourselves.
who was that player that they was it in Big Bro? Who was the player that was on the team and they banned from using the facilities? Was that Skylar Diggins? I think that was Skylar Diggins. She was injured and they didn't let her use the facility while she was injured.
I have this theory that Jordan cards are going up because LeBron is close to return.
I got Jordan going up.
What's going on tonight, man?
They don't correlate. Jordan cards are going up. That ain't the reason. They Jordan cards.
What's happening tonight, man? What are people doing out here?
I was just looking last week. I have a PSA 9 Jordan. That's when I got it graded, came back with $20 cards. So just 2 weeks ago on Fanatics for 55. Jordan cards, this is one card, but Jordan cards are going up. If you watch, shout out to Caden Cardboard. If you watch Caden Cardboard's content, you know Jordan cards are going up. Period. LeBron cards should go up in anticipation that he's going to retire at the very latest in the next season.
It was Diggins. Diggins made the claim that she was banned.
It was Diggins, right?
Yeah.
This ball now just deep. Nope.
Yeah.
I don't just be talking off my head. I knows what I'm talking about here. Like this.
But let's go back. What's up with LeBron fans, man? What's up with LeBron? I can't believe my man put this up in here. Dude, I'm blown. I'm blown away, people. Very rarely will you see me on here almost on the floor. I'm almost on the floor. So now the Jordan market is dependent on where the hell Bron going and not winning the championship. And probably about to get hurt.
No, Smoothest. You tell me if this is your line of thought. If you're a Brown fan, you realize that he's retiring, so you know his card's going up. So subsequently, since you're looking at what you consider a goal, you are gravitating and looking at what Michael cards are doing because you are just trying to be in the GOAT market. That is the only line of thinking that I could think to correlate both those things together.
They don't
Because
correlate, bro.
On their own, they are going up for they're going up separate. Jordan is going up. LeBron is going up. Again, for 48 hours, a car sold every 3 seconds on eBay.
I mean, that's
That's a
cool.
lot of cars. That's a lot of movement.
It might have been. I could argue that as a subset of people who was making that movement happen.
And it could be. But we
You know,
know
you know how many people when this guy was announcing where he's going gave no damn.
I understand that of the but we talk about the car market here and height. And
Okay, and those people are in the car
you
market. They don't give no
you
damn. These little made up stats about how many clicks and who sold what. Okay,
it's not made up, it happened. It's not
well,
made up.
what made it happen, Big John? Like you always say, you can bullshit some data if you want to bullshit that data. Who cares if something sold?
But,
Okay,
but again, FD, we know again, regardless of what me and you may personally feel LeBron is in the GOAT debate, he is in the GOAT debate. Forever and eternally, he is going to be able to do it. Regardless of what me and your personal opinions are.
see,
Right?
I don't think it forever and eternity is going to be. I think as soon as he retires, ESPN is going to move on to somebody else
Nope.
before they go out of business.
Let me finish my thought process here.
Go ahead.
I told you earlier this year that I started looking at LeBron cards because I know he's going to retire. There's going to if he announces he's retiring beforehand, there's going to be a run up, and there's going to be a run up to get out of his cards if you don't have anything that's worth holding. LeBron cards, if you are in the ability to hold his rookie stuff for 10 years after he retires, there's a lot of money to be made in holding his cards. There's going to be a lot of run up to get rid of the chop to exit out. I won't say get rid of exit out of the Choctaw, exit out of the Kobe tribute, right? Because when people are going to be looking for these cards, as soon as he announced this is my last year, if he wants a Kobe tour after the All Star game, right? It's boom. And then if he announces he's retired at the end of the season, if you think 3 cards a second in 48 hours, we're gonna talk about 3 cards a second for a week straight of people trying to buy and get into his cards. Right. The the idea to me would be into getting in specific cards before the season starts and holding until you get the announcement he's retiring. So whether
Let
it's
me
the
just ask you.
LeBron Green,
Let me just ask a question. Historically, we know by looking at data that when a player is about to retire, their card prices barely go up.
yeah, but
And even when a player is going to the Hall of Fame, card prices don't go up 3 to 4 years after the Hall of Fame.
yeah, these players ain't on the caliber of LeBron James. But you can't put Dwayne Wade cards in the caliber of LeBron
I'm
James.
looking at people like Derek Jeter. I'm looking at supposedly greats from different sports over time. Like we say that players are going to the Hall of Fame or going to retire, but stats just don't show that. So who would you equate to LeBron that has retired before?
Jordan, Kobe,
You know what Kobe's cards were before he passed away?
down.
Even when he retired.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody was hunting for that. Even here in LA, nobody was hunting for that.
But the card market now is not what it was then.
I just don't think that's going to happen, Big John. People
Okay.
told me
What?
that when he breaks Kareem's record, what was about to pop off.
Oh, I knew that wasn't. That's just a record. That's performance based. That's what we like hype.
Okay.
That's the thing.
We'll kick back. We'll wait till he retires, and then we just gonna look at values, and I don't see that happening.
But what if I can get into the chalk tosses and he's Kobe the price I want to and grab. The worst case scenario is I break even.
Oh, I get all that, But your original
I,
statement was that once he retires, his car
once
prices.
he, once, what, because he has so many cards, right? I will narrow my statement down more. There are going to be specific cards that are iconic now in the modern day that I believe are going to have the runway you need. I'm not saying the select Concourse 2016 red, white, and blue is going to go up,
Mhm.
right? But I think there are select cards, select images of him, non-rookie, that have a runway. I That's just my hunch, right? That's just my hunch, what I believe.
What is he saying about Karl Malone?
Okay. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night.
Really?
I,
This
I,
has been a
I,
rare show. Rare show.
okay. That's something I would never have anything good to say about Carmelo.
Neither would I.
Ever.
Neither would I.
Ever.
I think he had a
I
birthday the
bar-
other day. His wife was posting about him. Okay.
I barely have a good thing to say about Josh Giddy. You put two and two together.
You know, people gave him the excuse. Well, in Australia, she's legal. People jumped out there.
I would never have a good thing to say about Carmelo. I still think him joining the Lakers, him getting ready to join the Lakers was one of the weakest moves to try to get
This
championship for the retirement.
Hero doesn't know what's popping off in the world, huh? Okay. We'll let it ride.
I,
It's all
I
good.
from a career standpoint, I view Carmelo, and then it's just the thing. You stayed well past your prime to break a scoring record. A
I
yards
want
record.
to say Hero, just do a quick Google search on what problem could someone have with Carmelo. It's right there. It's all good though. But Big John, I hear what you're saying.
Mhm.
We'll see what's up.
I'm. This is for me. I still haven't bought one yet because I'm not ready to buy yet. But this is a. If you talk about research planning, making a plan, this is a plan that I feel confident in the upside of it.
Well, his top Chrome is $18,000 base.
Yeah. Well,
It
we
was
again.
it was it was $6,000. It was $5,000 not that long ago. Year and a half ago.
Yeah,
2 years.
but I mean, it's not about the top
That
grown. Like,
speaks to what you're talking about.
those are just cards that are out of my reach.
No, but I'm
Right.
just saying there's a creep to his market. So I hear what you're saying. I just know in the hobby we say that when a player retires, oh shit, it's about to go down. But
But but
we'll see.
but I don't think his top 25, 26 Citizen class cards are going to have an upside whether he retires or not. Right? I don't think his top holiday cards are going to have an upside whether a low number that the top holiday super factor to me doesn't have any upside whether he retires or not. So his this year's top Chrome, Serenity, Baller Duty. Now again, I think the inspiration All Hail the King card might do something because the inspiration gets All Hail the King on it. I think because of that type of card it might be able to do something 5, 6, 7 years down the line when you're looking at tiered LeBron cards. You know what I mean? Same thing with Steph. I think there's some tiered Steph cards, you know, that if you think about it 5, 10 years after retirement, you make the right because you can't tell me people were looking for Jordan non PMG inserts 10 years ago.
No, I hear what you're saying.
And again, to your point, who collects modern day Magic Johnson cards?
I have noticed that some of his like 101 blacks and some of his goals have been creeping. Magic Johnson
Yeah.
have been creeping up. But so I mean,
But, okay, so here's a good Jordan thing card, right? 1998 Melody Universe 2 for me, 0 for you, Michael Jordan, BGS 9. It's already on Fanatics Pets for $1,000 right now with 4 days to go in bidding. Who 10, 20, 10, 15 years ago, heck, in 2000, where I ever thought this card, this basic Melody Universe insert, would be $1,000 card?
hmm
You know, so I think it's hard to do a tier list of his cards if I'm playing, but you know, 1992 Flair Jordan PSA 10 sorry at $410 face card. I don't think we're going to see things like that when when LeBron retires, where it's 2017 base Prism is going to be a $400 PSA 10 card or things like that. But 10 years down the line, maybe. But and how many of those cards are worth grading with PSA at this current moment? Or have like that, how many of those cards are worth grading BGS at this moment?
yeah, I hear what you're saying here. Let me
You
play
know,
something for you right quick. Little soundbite. It's good, Brooke.
but I give you
Talking about having his daughter,
I didn't
who?
realize.
Josh
I
Allen.
picture myself in that situation now where I never could. But I just want to say, you guys are inspiring to me as well. But here, what the True Family Fund was made for was not just to help support these kids, but to support these families that are going through such hard times. Story in this year has just been so different. Can't really put it into words what it means. Holding your son or daughter, take away. So, thank you guys.
I can barely hear that.
Well, he gets very emotional. And he's talking about his foundation and what work they do with children and trying to take pain and sorrow away from kids. I would think, I don't know about his foundation, that maybe it's working with sick children. And he talks about his children. That's the first time I've really seen Josh Allen be a human being. I've never really seen him talk about anything. That's, it's cool to see.
So now, in comparison to the Jordan,
hmm
right? Last week, 2019 Panini Mosaic K-Fit Stained Glass Stephen Curry did $1,000.
What was the card again? Stephen Curry, what?
Stained glass from 2019 Panini
Oh,
Mosaic.
okay. Did 20 grand?
No, $1,000.
Oh, okay.
$1,000 compared to we got a BGS 9 by 1998 Jordan insert. It's a 9 is already $1,000 this week. Great. So I don't that card right now for $1,000 right now may look like a steal 5 years after he retires. It may look like a great flip when he announces his retirement. You know, one of my favorite Currys is called 2024 Black Prism Black Steph Curry, night night.
Nice
The
card.
number 175 PSA 9 sold last week for $810. This Sunday, this fast. I don't. I think the but you look at things like another case hit Raw from 2025 Cosmic Hypernova sold for 138. I don't know how long you have to hold that card for it to be a $10,000 card. I don't know what Stephen Curry can do for or even his 2017 Spectre White Sparkle sold for $2,100. I don't know what he can do to how long he has to hold that card to get it to $10,000. Like some of these Jordan inserts that are going for $10,000 now. That are base 25-cent insert that we put in our bicycle sport. So you look at simple things. This year's Bowman Curry purple for Bowman is a true color. It's a sought after color. Out of 250, only sold for $32 raw.
Hmm.
What does that card do in a PSA 10? Knowing that there's not a bunch of Bowman Chrome Steph Curry. There's not a bunch of years of Bowman Chrome Steph Curry yet. So depending on how long he plays, there could only be 2, 3, maybe 4 years of Bowman Chrome Steph Curry cards, and this one being the first.
True.
In 2035, what you talk? How are we on YouTube and whatever else talking about the Curry hierarchy of cards? You see it for me, you see it in wrestling right now, where people are realizing that hey, Panini only had the license for 3 years. There's only 30 golds of Stone Cold, of Undertaker, of John Cena. There's only 30 of these golds. And if you already have them, they're probably not coming out of the collection for cheap.
Very true.
So, like there are some things because you still see Wizards Jordan cards selling well.
Mm-hmm.
The blue one out of 150 Curry Roman Chrome sold for $31 raw. And it's hard to say, is that card because I bought it for $31, there are no comps because you can't grade it right now. Is it worth grading at $80? What is the PSA 10 multiplier on that card? And let's say it's 150. So let's say 30% gem rate. So that gives us what 35, 40 PSA 10s, maybe 50 if we're being generous.
What's the Curry Millions all about?
Oh, so in this year's Top Strong their minion cards. The stuff the players have versions of them as minions. That was go crazy. That's gonna go. That's gonna go wild. I think it's cool. But y'all let me know. Like, is my thought process on the current quote unquote GOAT and where they market go because they're going to retire soon? Am I crazy for what I'm thinking of what I'm saying?
I think I'm just saying that's a long term play. I don't
It is
think
a
it's
long-term
I
play.
don't think it's
Okay,
when they retire.
no, but again, this is what I can say. I don't get influenced a lot, right? But this is what I can say. Conversation we have on here, and you know me, I am a 60 to 90 day trying to turn and get up, and seriously get off that thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But understanding that I need to start thinking long term, looking long term, and trying to
This
find
is the
something
first
that
time I've heard you talk like this, so I'm just taking it in.
right?
That's the first time I really heard you talk like this.
No, I'm not like I know the short term stuff, but like I have some curries that I don't put out to sell, but I know, boom, that's just it's not numbered. It's a good term. We're trying to find a pocket of something I'm okay with holding with, and for me personally, it's finding the reasoning to hold it that's going to over explain, take what I can do with the money now.
Yeah, I got you.
Like there's a couple wrestling cards I decided to not put up, gold out of 50, not put up because I believe in that wrestler. What the heck? How much would you pay for
How much do I pay for what?
a PSA 4 Curry Auto? Is that Curry Auto? Yeah, no, that's Curry.
The
So
auto?
timeless 2024 Panini one timeless moment Steph Curry and Sabrina Ionescu Curry Auto from the 3-point contest. PSA 4 Auto 10 sold for $3,000 on Fanatics Collect. Out
So
of
is that
49.
his auto or just her auto?
It's just his auto. It's a Curry Auto. Let me see. Somebody get a deal with
Price.
that.
Because I saw some of those cards that were just signed by her. I feel like
No,
that
this one's just Curry Auto.
sounds like a very reasonable price.
The raw out of 35 is up for sale for $10,000 basically. The out of
Yeah.
25 is up for sale for $7,000. You know, it's Curry Auto. The out of 25 is up for $5,000.
Is it a sticker?
I don't think it's on card. It's to the side. But how much? So how much is that being a PSA 4? Bring that card down.
And this is on Fanatics Collects.
Yeah, but you can if you look at the card.
Down. I don't know how much, but the 4 is going to bring
Again,
it down.
there's a out of 25 for $7,000 raw. So I gotta believe that if that's a PSA 9, I gotta believe that that card is at least $6,000.
Probably. And it's the 4 is the card, not the auto, right? Because those
Or the
cards.
card under the 10.
There's nothing like that on eBay, huh?
Not it's 25, 35 is on there. 2024 Panini 1-on-1. Timeless moment Stephen Curry auto out of 49. Hashtag CUR.
Yeah, I would think that 4 would bring it down quite a bit. But those are the type of cards too that you could buy, stack, and probably make a good return on, even in a 4.
Crazy. All right, LC.
You know, it's always good, Big John.
Yeah, let me go. So I got a long day ahead of me tomorrow.
Do you work tomorrow, man?
Yep.
Hero said it had to be a 6 for that price. It's hard to get Curry autos, people.
Hey, good looking card.
Did
Good
he say
moment.
you send me a screen, like a picture of that?
Yeah.
I'm interested.
I'll shoot it over to you.
Sir, I hope you have a good night. It's always real
Mm-hmm.
to be on
Hey,
2020. Oh, excuse me,
Rules
220.
Hero.
What's up?
Y'all want some different stuff today, but I appreciate y'all opinions,
Yeah,
even though y'all want some
yeah.
different stuff.
Good to hear. Good to hear what's out there and be able to talk to it.
If you're going to the national, have a good time.
Enjoy
Be safe.
yourself.
Enjoy
Be safe.
yourself.
Be safe. Big John, I'll talk
All
to
right.
you, bro.
Talk to you.
Peace.